Hello and welcome, ghouls and ghosts, vampires and whatnot, to Angryween, the show where I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly Halloween specials out there. No ranks, no top 10s, only one rule: they have to be specials. No movies, no spooky shows. Which remind me, DuckTales.
Ah yes, the grandfather of many children's cartoon experience. It was so popular and so interesting that many people even talk about it to this day.
But I know the reason. That catchy theme song. Yeah, without that, this show wouldn't have been half as great.
It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales.
Anyway, let's look at this show's Halloween special to see if it does the show any justice. Here is Doggy Horror Picture Show. The episodes start out innocent enough with Huey, Dewey and Louie watching an old horror film in Scrooge McDuck's horror marathon.
It's terrible! It's horrible!
They're watching a movie called Frankenbeak, which is basically Frankenstein. After the movie is done, the trio walks outside only to find none other than Frankenbeak himself. Well, actually, it's an actor who Scrooge paid to promote the films.
And guess the actor's name. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, I'm in the movie too. You children are not safe from me. I will eat them.
But what I really want to do is direct low-budget horror films.
We then rushes to the next scene where Scrooge bought an old mansion close to the harbor. He believes that he can make a lot of money back. As he said himself, he never made a bad deal in his life.
I've never lost money on a project, and I'll make a profit on this one even if it costs every dime I have.
Now, I'm not the biggest Duckburg fanatic, but I believe that this statement is a bit implausible. Given how long he's been in business and how many business decisions he has made, he sooner or later would have made a not so good decision. Never mind, let's move on. After a lot of tears, sweat and money.
Duck, but the pier's pilings must be replaced. We'll need more money. All the wiring must be replaced. We'll need more money. More money. More money.
We've got to have money.
After the convention center is complete, Scrooge now have the very first customer to his newly founded convention center. A shady looking duck that howls at the moon.
Do you suppose you might also provide us with...
Yeah, that's just a coincidence. I'm sure it's just some sort of weird habit.
We then cut to Scrooge talking about profit and then sees the shady looking guy telephoning in the next clip. Oh, by the way, remember those? The phone booth? They are quite rare nowadays.
I still remember this as Superman's #1 place to change your tire. Good old days.
The guy telephones Dracula of Swansylvania. Why they didn't go all out and called him Docula,
And now it's kind upon the one they call
Duckula.
Hey, Count Duckula.
Oh, alright. Yeah. It still would have been better though. I think.
In fact, he calls up a lot of monsters. So yeah, it looks like they'll have a good old monster mash.
Oh, alright. One more time then.
They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on.
But of course, this goes overboard as no one believes that this is real monsters. Another interesting crossover.
Oh, give me a break, McDuck. That was just another one of your monster movie marathon publicity stunts.
No mind that, Scrooge gets told off by the police and has to stop this media stunt as they believe it is. Now it is up to Scrooge and the family to figure out a way to stop this mayhem without Scrooge having to give them their monies back.
Very well, we want our money back.
Money? Back? Well, let's not be hasty.
Oh, I forgot to mention that they destroyed the building, tore up the Scrooge mansion, and still, because the monsters are told off by Scrooge, they still want their money back.
That is... bullshit!
Oh well, The episode ends with Scrooge and the monsters striking a deal where they perform on stage live action, so both Scrooge and the monsters benefit from this.
And boy, do I have to say that this episode is kind of boring and not that very well written.
I know Disney wanted to focus on families and small children, but this episode is almost an insult to monsterkind and all the ancient rules written about them. Which is funny since half the episode was mainly focusing on giving monsters their rights back. A few examples of errors. Dracula's in sunlight, the werewolf transforms without a full moon, and the blob slimes people. For some strange reason, I just feel that this special is missing something. Maybe it's the Halloween spirit.
The point is, if you can't get it right, then don't do it at all. It might be a bit harsh to say that this episode is terrible, but there certainly are better episodes not to talk about shows to watch at this time of year. I'm the Angrynator, and this is the second episode of Angryween.